The University of Ilorin branch of the Academic Staff Union of Nigerian Universities (ASUU) met this week Monday, October 13, 2025, to decide on the strike declared by the union, to decide whether to join the strike or not. Report has it that at the Congress, the issue was raised that if the strike continues after the 2 weeks warning strike, should government declare no work, no pay on ASUU, what happens? At that moment, the microphone was down. But the usual answer by the leadership of the union is that it's in a form of slogan, actually, that no pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. Therefore, ASUU members should endure pain so as to make the gain. But the matter has been going on since 2013 till date 2025 without ASUU members seeing the gain, because the gain with which they are attracted to the strike, the gain with which they are usually attracted to the pain, is 2009 agreement, implementation of the 2009 agreement. But each time ASUU members support the strike in expectation of the 2009 agreement, it never materialized. What has been materializing is the so-called end academic allowance. That is nobody's end academic allowance, but a lump sum bribe agreed between ASUU leadership and government, shared with the non-academic unions, and shared by the leaders, academic and non-academic, to the union members lopsidedly. That means as they deem fit, because it's not end allowances of the workers, earned by the workers and calculated for the workers to be paid to the workers in the same way that their salaries are paid to them. But this is a lump sum bribe taken by ASUU leadership, shared with the non-academic unions, and the leaders share it as they deem fit, meaning that, or leading to a situation where the leaders help themselves to become multimillionaire, they and their cronies to become multimillionaire, while giving pittance to common members. and we are talking of majority common members. So, and this year again, 2025, ASUU leadership has taken and shared as lopsidedly as ever the same bribe, fraudulently called earned academic allowance. And that's why government is saying, but we have given you 50 billion naira of earned academic allowance, which you have been taking to end every strike since 2013. So what is the difference? We shall come back to that. But the issue of what if government should declare no work, no pay, as in 2022, what happens? The question posed at least at the Congress of the Union in University of Ilorin. And as I said, the answer is ready-made. No pain, no gain. Therefore, ASUU members should endure the pain to make the gain. But this is a gain that never came since 2013 till date. And when suffering comes, ASUU members are on their own. Absolutely. The best that could happen is that ASUU leadership may ask you to come and borrow 20,000 or 50,000, which you will be pursued to pay from the moment government pays any money. So now the unexpected has happened. Federal government has declared no work, no pay, without waiting for the 2 weeks warning strike to end. But at the very beginning of the warning strike. So what happens? ASUU leadership has also responded to federal government, saying that ASUU cannot be intimidated by the policy of no work, no pay. But ASUU members know that from the experience of 2022, that fear of no work, no pay is the beginning of wisdom. Except for ASUU leaders and their cronies who are in control of trillions of naira accumulated from the extortion of 2% of each ASUU members' monthly salary 2012 to 2024, and 3% of each ASUU members' monthly salary 2024 till date. So where do ASUU members go from here? Because whether the issue was raised in other branches or not, we know the fate of common ASUU members nationally. But now we are talking of a union pillaging both the salaries and the allowances of the workers. Indeed, preventing the workers from taking their legitimate earned allowances from their employer. A union taking a bribe from government and calling it the allowances of the workers. take it from calling something earned academic allowance and sharing it with the non-academic workers, and the latter fighting that they are shortchanged in the sharing. Obviously, we are not talking of allowances earned by workers and paid to the workers as earned, in the same way that the employer pays their salaries to them. So now, who is at fault? In terms of extortion of salary percentage, ASUU members have no power, in the same way that Nigerians have no power when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu declared fuel subsidy and all other subsidies gone. ASUU members are as powerless as that. In 2012, the leadership of ASUU amended the constitution by itself and stipulates that henceforth 2% of each ASUU members' monthly salary shall be the monthly membership subscription, and to be increased or decreased by the leadership alone, as deemed fit by the leadership alone. And so 2% 2012 to 2024. As from 2024, the leadership deemed it fit and increased the 2% to 3%, and that has been the order of day since 2024 till date. All complaints were not listened to. Anybody who complains too much is removed from all ASUU platforms. So you cannot, in the same way Nigerians cannot do anything to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidency, same way you cannot do to anything to ASUU presidency. That's it. It's as simple as that, because they hold the power. If they don't hold the power, and of course, again, ASUU leadership has the backing of the university administrators and federal government, without which the extortion is not possible. So ASUU feels so powerful, so secure. Not to talk of the fraudulent and academic allowance, which is a conspiracy between ASUU leadership and government. So what can the members do? This is the dilemma. And so, if sanity is to return to the university system, government must repent, because it holds the power to say, how can you be extorting a percentage of each worker's monthly salary monthly in the name of a workers' union? And now the suspicion that government itself is not faithful to remission of the deduction to ASUU, and is the real reason ASUU leadership is putting up this show after collecting the fraudulent and academic allowance, over which ASUU members have been weeping since 2013 till date. That stop this fraudulent and academic allowance. Let government implement 2009 agreement. You can't blame ASUU members. In the same way you can't blame Nigerians for the whatever President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing to Nigerians. It's beyond them. So government should repent, implement the 2009 agreement, Two, tell ASUU leadership to fix a membership due for ASUU members. Membership of the union is equal for all members, and so obligation to the union should be equal for all members, and not salary percentage. It's not done. Makes no sense. And in the third instance, never again to pay workers, to pay bribe to the leadership of the union, calling it what it is not, and academic allowance. Workers' and allowances are to be paid to the workers who earn them in the same way that salaries are paid to the employees who worked for it. But as for no work, no pay, it is sheer punishment of common innocent workers. ASUU leadership can tell government, we cannot be intimidated with no work, no pay. Not so with ASUU members. University of Ilorin as a case study, because the issue was raised at the Congress before supporting the strike. What if at the end of 2 weeks the strike continues and government declares no work, no pay? That means the members have no spine for no work, no pay. And it is not only the ASUU leadership that is guilty. University administrators are guilty. Government is guilty. The corruption of ASUU leadership is not possible without the collaboration of university administrators and government. That is the fact of the case. Stop playing upon the intelligence of Nigerians and punishing innocent workers with no work, no pay. When you know, you should know you are guilty. You are only cheating innocent people.